What's going on, y'all? It's TKJ. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you for stopping by, man. Today I'm doing a realistic rebuild of the Phoenix Suns, whose season ended with a 4-2 loss to the Denver Nuggets in the second round of the playoffs. The goal here is to win a championship within the first 3 seasons. If I can't do it during that time, then the video won't end until eventually I do. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. And without any further ado, it's time to get into this video, man.
Let's get it.
So I actually did a realistic rebuild of the Phoenix Suns after the trade deadline when they got Kevin Durant, and I normally don't go back to rebuilds. However, I feel like we need to do it this time around because it's a completely different vibe, man, in Phoenix compared to the trade deadline, where honestly at that time I thought they'd be ready to compete for a championship, and yet here they are losing in the second round, granted to a good Nuggets team, but it's the way that they lost, man. Getting blown out in an elimination game on your home court for the second season in a row, because they did it against the Mavs last season as well. There's just no excuse for it, man. I think there needs to be changes with their coaching staff. I think there needs to be changes with their actual core. Guys like DeAndre Ayton, maybe, who really has looked disengaged. We'll get into that in a little bit here. But yeah, man, I just think there's some really big changes that I wasn't really expecting would be needed back at the trade deadline. So because of that, I'm going to try this rebuild once again, man. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rotation here. At the 1, we got Chris Paul, 38 years old, man. Didn't play for most of this series due to a groin injury, and I gotta imagine he's going to be regressing even more this offseason, where he's going to be turning 39 by the start of next season. I like Chris Paul, man. I respect him. I obviously see the value in having a leader, a good facilitator. I get all of that, but at the end of the day, you just can't count on him to make a full playoff run at his age. So I definitely think we're going to be looking to upgrade him, but we're going to have to find a team that's willing to take on this contract. $30.8 million per year next season with a team option the year after that. So it really is an expiring deal. I don't think it'll be hard to find a team that wants him. I just think it'll be hard to get some decent return back. So that's going to be really interesting. At the 2, we got Devin Booker. No complaints here with this guy. I mean, he was hooping this playoffs. These aren't the actual stats because start today mode still is not working on 2K. They really need to fix that. So this is an uploaded scenario. You guys know the gist by now. These games are simulated, so the stats are a little bit off. But yeah, Devin Booker has been hooping this playoffs. I really have no complaint about him. He's 26 years old and locked up for the next 4 seasons. So Book is definitely here to stay, man. So he's going to be here for the whole rebuild. At the 3, we got Josh Okogie, who's just solid, man. I mean, you know what he brings defensively. Offensively, not so much. I mean, he's a below league average shooter from deep. Obviously, you're not counting on him for shot creation, anything like that. He's kind of just filler, honestly. I mean, this team sacrificed a lot of depth getting Kevin Durant. They obviously gave up Mikal Bridges, also Cam Johnson. Then they went and lost Jay Crowder as well because he ended up going to the Bucks. So yeah, Josh Okogie, definitely not the first option here. He's 24 years old on an expiring deal. I'm definitely going to bring him back because I'm not going to let him leave for nothing. But I'm going to see how much he progresses, man. And if he doesn't progress too much, then we might have to find another starter to replace him. At the 4, we got Kevin Durant. This is their big addition at the trade deadline, man. Kind of a surprise one. And obviously, it's a trade that you make if you want to win a championship. That's exactly what we're trying to do, man. I'm just trying to build a championship team around KD and Devin Booker. As you can see, KD is going to be 35 next season. We got 3 more years of him. The exact length of this rebuild, hopefully that's all it'll take, is just 3 seasons to win a title. So yeah, man, as long as he's on the team, best believe we're going to be making moves that are pretty aggressive, man, whatever it takes in order to win a championship here in Phoenix. And speaking of aggressive moves, that probably means moving on from DeAndre Ayton. 24 years old, averaged 18 points this season, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, shot the ball not too efficiently by his own standards. He's usually in the 60% range and up. But honestly, man, the decrease in efficiency is not my biggest concern with DeAndre Ayton. It's just the attitude. It's the vibes, if you want to put it that way. He just doesn't seem very engaged. He doesn't seem like he wants to be there, man, which is no surprise. I mean, there's been talks about him not having the best relationship with head coach Monty Williams. So I get all of that, man. But at the end of the day, you can't let that carry on to the court. And it definitely has started to affect his performances. So I do think it's time to move on from DeAndre Ayton. We're going to try to find a better center option. I'm not sure what that'll be just yet, quite honestly, but I'm definitely going to look around, man. So we'll see what I can find. Off the bench, we got Cam Payne, somebody who's been very inconsistent. However, in this elimination game, was the best player on the floor for the Suns. He had 31 points, 6 rebounds. I mean, he was hooping. With that being said, though, I'm not sure if I want him to be my backup point guard moving forward because those 30-point games from him are few and far between. So I definitely want somebody who's a little bit more of a consistent scoring option off the bench. I just think they need more shot creation when it comes to that second unit. So that probably means moving on from Cam Payne. As you take a look at his contract, we definitely are going to accept that it's a team option for next season, 6.5. It's pretty much just going to be a sign and trade, man. I'm not going to force it. If I can't find anything good, then I'll probably just keep him. But either way, the bench definitely needs some more shot creation. So we're going to find that one way or another. Then we got TJ Warren, somebody who I actually thought was a little bit of like a under the radar addition in that Kevin Durant trade with the Nets. He came in here, I thought maybe he could provide some scoring punch off the bench, exactly what we were talking about, exactly what the Suns need. And he didn't really do that, man. He averaged about 19 minutes per game in this Nuggets series in real life. Ignore these stats over here. And all he was able to do was average 4 points on 33% shooting from the floor. Definitely nothing crazy. And as we take a look at his contract here, it is an expiring deal, so we're going to bring him back, but I am kind of managing my expectations for next season. I'm not expecting him to be like that go-to scorer that I really want off the bench, so he's definitely not the answer to that need that I was talking about. Then we also have Torrey Craig off the bench, a small forward, power forward. Very similar to Josh Okogie in the sense that he's here to defend, but in terms of like shot creation, you know, scoring output in general, he's not going to provide much of that. Granted, he was a better three-point shooter than Okogie this season, actually above league average from deep, so that's nice. But he's another guy who's on an expiring deal, man, so we're going to bring him back, see what that regression is looking like. He's 32 years old, much older than Okogie. If he doesn't regress too much, then we'll keep him in the rotation. If he does, then we'll probably have to move on from him. Then we also got Damian Lee. This is another guy on an expiring contract, 30 years old. I got to see what that regression looks like from him as well. He's definitely one of the better shooters off the bench. I mean, 43.8% from deep this season. We'll definitely take that. But again, man, it's not shot creation necessarily. This is the type of guy that's going to be ready for a catch and shoot in the corner, stuff like that. So I'm still looking for that guy who's able to get buckets on his own off the bench. I guess right now that's Landry Shamet, who is like capable, I guess, of creating for himself. But again, man, just not really the answer that I'm looking for. He's 26 years old, and I probably would be fine with keeping him. But when you look at that contract, man, I'm going to need this as salary filler for a trade, because I definitely need to make some upgrades to the starting lineup. I definitely need to make some upgrades to the bench. And Shamet is one of the few guys outside of the Suns core that has a contract of at least $10 million per year. So it's just inevitable, man. We're going to have to include him in the trade as salary filler. It is what it is. So that's a 10-man rotation, but we got a few other guys here. I'll kind of just speed run this. Terrence Ross used to be one of those guys that was a shot creator off the bench. Now, not so much. He's 32 years old on an expiring deal. I doubt we'll bring him back because he's already not in the rotation, and he's definitely going to regress some more. Then we also got a pair of centers here in Bismack Biyombo and Jock Landale. Landale had his moments during this playoffs, but I definitely think we need a better backup center, so we're for sure going to make an upgrade there. We also have Darius Bazley, who I thought would have a bigger role this season with them after he got moved from the Oklahoma City Thunder. Ended up not really playing much for them, man. So he's 22 years old. He's going to have to progress if he wants to crack the rotation. If not, then he's going to continue to get DMPs. It's just the way that it is. And last but not least, we have Ish Wayne right here, 28 years old, small forward, power forward. Not really a whole lot to say here, man. He's not going to regress much more, and his ceiling isn't too high, at least here in 2K. So he's not really a part of our future plans. But speaking of future plans, man, it's time to take a look at our 3-year game plan, which obviously will start next season since this year is over for us. For season number 1, man, it's very simple. I want to trade Chris Paul and DeAndre Ayton. It's no disrespect, man, but I just don't think either of them fits what we need right now. In terms of Chris Paul, we need somebody who's younger and someone who we trust to make a deep playoff run, man. At CP's age, he's just not that guy anymore for us, unfortunately. And then in terms of DeAndre Ayton, man, I'm not even looking for like a superstar to get back or anything super crazy like that. We already have Devin Booker. We have Kevin Durant. We got our stars, man. I just need guys who are willing to play their role. And right now, I don't think DeAndre Ayton is that guy. I think he would benefit from a change in scenery. So that's the plan for season number 1. For season number 2, I definitely want to get some more bench depth, man. I also want to do that in season number 1. Don't get me wrong, because that's a big need. But I do limit myself to 3 trades per season, 2 trades per off season, just to keep it realistic. So I'm not going to be able to get everything done in year number 1. Year number 2 is definitely kind of just polishing some things like that, you know, making the bench deeper. And then for season number 3, man, buy if needed. If we still haven't won a championship by then I'm going to make whatever trades are needed in order to make it happen. So that's a look at the 3-year game plan. Let's not waste any more time here. Let's go ahead and sim the rest of this playoffs. I don't really care how it goes down because our season's over. So, yep, we got eliminated, and it's actually the Nuggets and the 76ers. All right, who's going to win it? Give me the 76ers in 6, and it's the Nuggets in 7. All right, Nikola Jokic, Finals MVP. Shout out to him, man. So we had the 22nd pick in the draft. However, it's going to the Nets as a part of that Kevin Durant trade. Let's go ahead and just skip the draft. All right, man, so taking a look at free agency, I didn't do a whole lot here. I brought back Josh Okogie, Torrey Craig, TJ Warren, Darius Bazley, and Jock Landale. I'm also going to bring in Mo Wagner with my mid-level exception. 2 years, 9.23 M's. He's going to be that backup center upgrade that I was saying we needed over a guy like Bismack Biyombo. So it's not the biggest move, but we are pretty limited in terms of our salary cap right now. It is what it is, man. Let's move on to player progression. So Kevin Durant went up 1 to a 97. Devin Booker up 4 to a 95, man. That is huge. We have probably the best duo in the league in terms of overalls, so that's really nice. We also got DeAndre Ayton to go up 3 to an 87. That's great. Still not going to keep him, but at least he should have some more trade value now. Chris Paul down 5 to an 81. I mean, that hurts, but honestly, I thought he would be in like the 80 to 79 range. So 81 isn't the worst, man. We might still be able to get something for him, especially since he's essentially on an expiring deal. He's got a team option on the second year that nobody would pick up. So we can definitely find something for him. We also got Mo Wagner up 1 to a 79. Campaign stays put. Yeah, man, this is a lot of red arrows over here, but that's fine. It's not really anybody in our rotation other than TJ Warren, who's still a 77. So overall, this roster definitely needs some help, man. So let's head into season number 1 and see if we can win a championship. All right, man, so I'm trying to send DeAndre Ayton to the Indiana Pacers for Miles Turner and Buddy Hield. I would also give them Darius Bazley. We already know that the Pacers have an interest in DeAndre Ayton because they gave him an offer sheet last offseason that the Suns ended up matching. So there's obviously interest there. He's a young-ish center, 25 years old. I think he'd be a great fit there in Indiana. With Tyrese Halliburton, I mean, the pick and roll would be crazy without a doubt. And we'd also give them Darius Bazley, a 23-year-old power forward. Again, the Pacers are rebuilding, so I think they'll take on any sort of young talent that they can get. You know, he had some promising years with OKC, definitely showed a few flashes of potential, a former first-round pick. So maybe there's something there in Bazley. I definitely think that's a nice little throw-in. Then in terms of what we're getting back, man, I think Miles Turner will be a great 5 for us because he's just going to play his role. He's going to protect the rim on defense, and he's also going to knock down some threes every once in a while. 41.9% from deep last season. That's pretty good. That's actually really good at the 5 spot. So yeah, I think he would be a really good center for us, even though it's a low overall. In terms of 2K, I think the fit is a lot better with Miles Turner in Phoenix. And then we're also going to get Buddy Hield, man. We got a couple things we can do with them. We can move Kevin Durant to the 4 and start Buddy, or we could even have Buddy be that flamethrower off the bench, that scoring punch that I was saying we needed. There's just a whole lot of options there. I honestly think this trade works out for both teams, man. No picks involved, no nothing. Let's just see if we can get this thing done straight up, and we can. Miles Turner, Buddy Hield, welcome to the team. So right now the starting lineup is looking like Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Buddy Hield, Kevin Durant, and Miles Turner. It looks pretty good to me, man, but I still want to upgrade Chris Paul. I think in 2K he would be just fine, but again, man, in real life, I just don't think I can trust him to make a playoff run for us. So I really want to try to upgrade the point guard spot, man. Let's go ahead and see what we can find. So I think I'm going to try to send Chris Paul to the Charlotte Hornets for Terry Rozier and Lonnie Walker. Now, the Hornets are a rebuilding team. They're not trying to win right now, and they actually just got Anthony Black, 6 overall in the most recent draft. So Terry Rozier is coming off their bench for them right now. That's how they have the rotation. They definitely don't have a need for him, and they want to be bad either way because I'm assuming they want to get another top pick in the upcoming draft. So losing Terry Rozier definitely helps them do that. They'd also be getting back Chris Paul, who's on an expiring deal. That's definitely something that would interest them as well because right now they're tied up to Terry Rozier for 2 years. And then you could also kind of talk yourself into the fact that Chris Paul is a veteran point guard. You know, they got young guards here in LaMelo Ball, Anthony Black. Bringing in Chris Paul to kind of show them the ropes, I don't think that would be the worst thing. So I definitely think this is a good fit for CP. And in terms of what we're getting back, Terry Rozier is somebody who can get his own. He's definitely a good scorer. I'm a little bit iffy about him being our starting point guard because the facilitating is not the best. I mean, 5 assists isn't horrible, but I'm talking myself into it because Devin Booker is a good secondary facilitator, actually a really underrated one. He averaged 6 assists this past season. I definitely think that we'll be fine there. And we're also going to get Lonnie Walker off the bench, man. He had kind of an inconsistent role with the Lakers this season. Started off the year as one of their go-to role players, fell out of the rotation and is now starting to get back into it in this playoff run. So he can come in and definitely give us some bench depth, man. We're going to give up Jock Landale and 3 second-round picks. Again, we got 5 of them things from that Jay Crowder trade. So we're able to throw a few of these in here, man. Let's go ahead and see if this is enough to pull this thing off, man. Will we be able to get this deal done? They want Lamar Stevens and that's it. Yeah, we can definitely do that. Chris Paul, thanks for your service, man. So the starting lineup is set. Terry Rozier, Devin Booker, Buddy Hield, Kevin Durant, and Miles Turner. Maybe I'll find a more defensive-minded small forward and have Buddy come off the bench because I definitely think the bench still needs a lot of help. I'm not sure. We got one more trade that we're able to work with, man. Let's try to make this second unit as good as we can because right now it definitely still needs a lot of help. And actually, man, we're just going to get that help in free agency. Josh Richardson is only asking for a veteran minimum. He's pretty much at that ring-chasing stage in his career. We can definitely do that, man. Welcome to the team. And that's the roster for year 1, man. We got Terry Rozier, Devin Booker, Buddy Hield, Kevin Durant, and Miles Turner. Off the bench, you got Mo Wagner. We got Josh Richardson, Cam Payne, Lonnie Walker, and TJ Warren. It's not the most high-octane second unit, but I definitely think we have enough here. Plus this offense, bro. I mean, this offense is going to score at will, so I feel pretty good about that, man. Overall, I think we did a pretty good job here. So let's go ahead and sim this regular season and see how it plays out. All right, man, so I didn't see our record. We'll find that out here in a second. Joel Embiid, MVP, Victor Wembanyama, Rookie of the Year. Does any of this here concern us? Let's go ahead and find out. Does not look like it. Anything on these All-NBA teams? No Kevin Durant, no Devin Booker. That's actually really surprising. No, nothing actually. But alrighty, we are the top team in the Western Conference. That's a really good sign. Let's go and see what that record's looking like, man. 56-26, not too bad. But there's some really good teams in the Eastern Conference. The Hawks and the Cavs. Surprise, surprise. They're always good, man. Same team, literally the same team here, and yet they won 60-some games. Yeah, that's realistic, 2K. All right, let's go ahead and keep this thing moving, see who our leading scorers were. At the top of it all was Devin Booker, 21 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Shooting that thing, yeah, really well. Same for KD. He had himself a little 19, 7, and 4. That's nice. Buddy Hield came in and got buckets, man. 46% shooting from deep. Yeah, man, he was a really good addition. 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. We love to see that. Terry Rozier actually assisting the ball pretty well, man. 6 assists. Is that a career high for him? It looks like it is, so we'll definitely take that. I was a little bit worried about the playmaking, but it seems like he's doing a good job. Campaign also 5 assists off the bench. Yeah, man. Miles Turner, 13 points, 8 rebounds, nothing too crazy, but 2 blocks, protecting the rim well, and shooting about league average from deep, so I can't be too mad at it. Let's go ahead and get into this thing, man. It's the Suns versus the Rockets. Okay, they got Victor Wembanyama. Yeah, they also have Kyrie Irving, which is crazy. All right, so it's Kyrie Irving, Jalen Green, Kenyon Martin Jr., Victor Wembanyama, and Alperen Sengun. I actually feel like I need to be a little bit worried about this team, man. Let's go ahead and take this game by game here. As we win game 1, okay. I mean, we have the better roster for sure, but like it's 2K, so you never know. We're up 2-1 here, 2-2. I'm not even gonna risk it, man. I'm not even gonna do this, 2K. We're gonna knock this thing down to a 9-man. They want to take away minutes from Josh Okogie. That's totally fine because Josh Richardson is kind of like the substitute for that. Essentially, he also defends and shoots the ball better, so we can definitely roll with that. Let's go ahead and mess with this a bit though, man. Mo Wagner, you don't need that many minutes. Josh Richardson, I was just talking you up, but we don't need that many minutes. Campaign, I know you're on fire. We don't need that either. We need some more minutes for our main guys, man. Let's get this thing up here just like this, pretty much. Yeah, that's about it, honestly. Yeah, probably like that, I think is the best. So let's go ahead and see if that's enough to get out of this series against the Rockets of all teams, man. As we lose that game, are you kidding me, bro? I'm literally not gonna I'm not gonna adjust this anymore. We're gonna beat this team. I'm speaking that into existence, man. We're gonna win 2 games against the Rockets. It shouldn't be that hard, 2K. There we go. Okay, we actually almost blew that. So we win that game. Let's go in the simcast for this one as well, man. And let's just beat this team. We're at home. We're not losing to Houston. Surely not, 2K. Surely not. We're here, man. We're hanging around. Make that push. It's not going to happen. We actually lost to the Houston Rockets in the first round as the number 1 seed. Wow, bro. I'm actually stunned right now. I'm actually stunned. As it's the Hawks and the Clippers. Bro, the Clippers won it all. I'm disgusted, bro. Let's head into season number 2. I'm still trying to process what just happened, man, as we should have our own pick because it's every other year for that Nets trade. Yeah, we got pick number 26. Not like it really matters, man. I'm actually sick to my stomach right now because we should not have lost in the first round to the Houston Rockets, bro. As I'm looking around at this draft, like, honestly, I don't care about any of these guys. There's a CJ McCollum type, I guess. I'm actually not able to trade this pick, so we're just going to go with Conrad Outlaw, I guess, the CJ McCollum dude. Yeah, why not? So I'm trying to bring back Buddy Hield. He has no offers, so we are going to try to knock this thing down, man. Preferably to, like, I don't know, man, 12.5. Honestly, once I make this like a 2-year deal, because hopefully the video will be over by then. Let's go ahead and knock this to 12.5. Will he say yes? All right, cool. We also need to bring back Campaign. He's not asking for a whole lot of money, but I'm still going to try to save some, man. Veteran minimum, honestly. Will he say yes to this? He will. Cool. So I'm here at player progression, and pretty much just everybody stayed put, man, which I guess I can't be too mad at since we're not the youngest team. Devin Booker did go up 1 to a 96, says 97 in the top right corner. So we have an elite duo, man. We need them to lead the way, that's for sure. Terry Rozier up 1 to an 84. Josh Richardson up 1 to a 79. Campaign up 1 to a 78. Yeah, man, no red arrows, so I can't complain about it. Let's go to move on to season number 2, where we need to win a championship, man. Let's get into this. All right, man, so I'm trying to find a way to improve this roster, and I think I can pull this thing off. Royce O'Neal, Josh Okogie, and a first-round pick for Jaden McDaniels. Now, the Timberwolves no longer have Anthony Edwards. I don't know where he's at, but he's not here. So this is a team that definitely is looking to do a hard reset right now. They don't have a lot of draft capital after the Rudy Gobert trade. I think they would take this first-round pick. They'd also be getting a reunion here with Josh Okogie, which is pretty funny. But yeah, man, Jaden McDaniels will be the perfect fit for us. He can be our small forward and one of our best defenders in the starting lineup. We can then move Buddy Hield to the bench where we can get that scoring punch that we've really been needing on the second unit. So let's go ahead and see if they will accept this trade here, and they will. Jaden McDaniels, welcome to the team. And just like that, I feel a lot better about this team, man. We got Terry Rozier, Devin Booker, Jaden McDaniels, Kevin Durant, and Miles Turner. Off the bench, you got Buddy Hield, Mo Wagner, we got Josh Richardson, Cam Payne, and then we have TJ Warren. That's the weak spot here for me. I think I want to get a better backup small forward. We got 2 more trades left, but honestly, I think that's the only thing I want to do, man. So let's go ahead and see what we can find. So I'm going to try to send TJ Warren, Landry Shamet, and 2 second-round picks to the Washington Wizards for Dorian Finney-Smith. I think DFS would be a really good upgrade for us. He's one of the best role players in the league, man. I think he would be really good off the bench. And also, the Wizards don't need him, man. It's time for them to hit the reset button. I've been saying this for a while now. I definitely think they'll just take some draft capital, even though it's not a whole lot, and some expiring contracts. I think this should be enough, man. Let's go ahead and see if they will say yes, and they will. Dorian Finney-Smith, welcome to the team. And what a team it is, man. This squad looks nice. The bench looks good. The starting lineup looks good. We can win a championship, man. Now, granted, I said that last season, and we lost in the first round to the Rockets. So hopefully that doesn't happen this time around. Let's go ahead and sim this regular season and just see how it plays out. All right, man, so I didn't see our record once again. We'll find that out here in a second. Trae Young, MVP. Stephen Rush, Rookie of the Year. He was like an 85 overall at the gates, man. 86 now. Yeah, that boy's crazy. Do we have anything here that concerns us? That is our head coach, Kevin Young, 69-13. I forgot to mention, but I fired Monty Williams off camera. All the available head coaches were just like auto-generated guys, so I just promoted one of our assistant coaches. It was nothing special. That's why I didn't show it, but it's unfortunate, man. But honestly, the past 3 seasons, he's had a legitimate chance to win a championship, and he hasn't been able to pull it off. You know, 3 years ago, they went to the finals. That was a clear opportunity. The year after that, they had the best record in the league, and then this season, they got Kevin Durant. So all of those chances, no titles, man, and especially the way you ended your season the past 2 years, getting blown out in an elimination game, you just got to go, man. It is what it is. But anyways, that's my Monty Williams rant. Let's go ahead and keep this thing moving as Wilson Flores apparently is Dwayne Casey. That's our exec. I don't know what's going on here, but really, man, all that I care about is, can we win a championship? Let's go ahead and find that out here. We are the top team in the Western Conference once again. I'm kind of getting deja vu. Actually, never mind. The Houston Rockets are not an 8 seed anymore. They're the number 2 seed. But anyways, we went 69-13, man. Yeah, best record in the league. That's a really good sign. I mean, this roster is elite, bro. We got Devin Booker, 24 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. And how did he shoot that thing? Yeah, ridiculously well, man. We have so many shooters on this team. I mean, what is this? Our top 6 players above league average from deep? Yeah, bro. We love to see it. Everybody's playing well, man. Let's go ahead and translate that into some playoff success, though. We're going up against the New Orleans Pelicans in the first round. They got Drew Holiday back, apparently. Herb Jones, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and Walker Kessler. Bro, this is another really good 8 seed, man. Like, I'm kind of worried here as we lose game 1. We're not going to do this, bro. We are not going to lose as the number 1 seed twice, bro. Twice in a row. It's just not going to happen here. We're going to take away minutes from, take them away from, bro. Like, I think we need campaign for the backup point guard minutes. So we're going to do that. Jaden McDaniels, I still want to start him over Buddy Hield, bro. Maybe in 2K that's not the right decision, but I think in real life that's the right decision because we need that scoring punch off the bench. So let's go ahead and do it like that here, and let's give some more minutes to our guys, bro. That's really the only thing that I can do here, is I need to give some more minutes to Miles Turner as well. Yup, we're gonna do it like that. All right, bro. That is that's the squad. That is the rotation. Let's win this thing, man, please, as we tie that thing up. Okay, up 2-1. Let's go up 3-1. There we go. Gentlemen sweep. Gentlemen sweep. All right, man. We're out of the first round. We did not get eliminated. That's progress right there, as we're now going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. They got Tyus Jones, okay, Max Strus, Paul George, Pascal Siakam instead of Kawhi Leonard, because I think he's on the Raptors now. There's been a lot of sims where he ends up back on the Raptors, which is funny. And they also have Ivica Zubac. All right. We should be able to beat this team, man. Let's go ahead and get into this thing. We win game 1. We're up 2-0. Okay, 3-0. Clean sweep. There we go, man. Hey, this is what I like to see. We got our rematch against the Houston Rockets. Kevin Porter Jr. now instead of, I think it was Kyrie Irving. Yeah, okay. They also have Jalen Green, Michael Porter Jr., okay, Victor Wembanyama, and Alperen Sengun. It's a good team, man, but let's get our revenge here as we win game 1. We win game 2. Let's sweep these boys. Let's sweep these boys, man. We're here. All right. We're in the NBA Finals going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is a scary team. Not so much in real life because they lost in the first round, but in 2K loves them, man. And we are, what is it now? 2 years into the future, so everybody's progressing. Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. It's a good team, man, but we are better. Let's beat them in like, I don't know, 5 or 6. We win game 1 here. We win game 2. We win game 3. And, okay, I thought we were going to get it right there. Oh, come on, bro. No game 7, please. There we go. Phoenix, man, we have done it. It took 2 seasons, but the Suns have won a championship led by Devin Booker, finals MVP, 29 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, man. We love to see it. All right, so we have won a championship in Phoenix. We got that done, but we got one more year, man, so let's try to go back to back. So we got a few free agents here. One of them is Terry Rozier. Luckily, he has no offers, so best believe we're going to try to save some money here. Like, this looks pretty good to me, man. Will he take this deal? There we go. And I also need to bring back Miles Turner, man. About 15 M's, no offers. That's actually a steal. Yeah, we can do that. I thought he was going to be asking for something in the 20 range. Hey, that's what happens when you win a championship, man. Guys are a little bit more willing to take a pay cut. Let's go to knock this down to like 9.5. Will he say yes? There we go. So the only guy I didn't have money for was Dorian Finney-Smith. Actually pretty unfortunate because I do love me some Dorian Finney-Smith, and I think he was a great piece off the bench, but it is what it is, man. We got the main core back. Kevin Durant staying put, Devin Booker staying put. Really, everybody is staying put. I mean, at least there's no red arrows. We'll definitely take that. Let's head into season number 3, man, where we're going to try to go back to back. And honestly, man, we don't need to do anything to the rotation here. We got Terry Rozier, Devin Booker, Jaden McDaniels, Kevin Durant, and Miles Turner. Off the bench, we got Buddy Hield, Mo Wagner, we got Josh Richardson, Campaign, and then we also got Josh Okogie back. I didn't even realize it, but apparently the CPU signed it when they were filling out our roster. His deal expired with Minnesota. He decided to come on back here. He's going to be our backup power forward, pretty much just replacing Dorian Finney-Smith. I'm not mad at him, man. We just won a championship, so I don't want to change things up. Let's just run it back and try to get another title. Talk to me, but talk to me nice, man. We went 73-9, tied for the best record of all time, and it makes sense when you see that MVP. Devin Booker, 23 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. I think that might be the first time I've seen Book win MVP in any of these sims. But yeah, man, he's a 97 overall. It's just a lethal pairing with Kevin Durant, and then the rest of the team is also pretty well-rounded. Yeah, bro, this team is nasty. I'm glad I didn't make any changes. I just wanted to run it back, man, and now we're heading into the postseason with some momentum. As we take a look at the rest of this here, does any of this concern us? Kevin Young, Coach of the Year, okay. We like to see that as well, and I guess not Dwayne Casey. I don't know what's going on. Devin Booker, All-NBA first team. Yeah, definitely makes sense. Surprisingly, no first team selections for Kevin Durant this entire sim, unless I missed it. I might have. But yeah, either way, the boys have been dominant, man. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats here. We saw Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, 19 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Buddy Hield doing his thing off the bench, 18, 5, and 3. Yeah, bro. Like, this team is ready to win another championship, I'm pretty sure. Going up against the Denver Nuggets, who do they have on the squad? Kyrie Irving, Marcus Sasser, Bojan Bogdanovic, Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Jokic. All right, bro, it's a good team, but let's go ahead and handle this thing. We win game 1 here. We win game 2, okay. 3-0, and a clean sweep. Wow. Okay, now we're going up against the Portland Trailblazers. They have Damian Lillard still. Shout out to him, as loyal as ever. They also have Anthony Simons, Josh Hart, Nazir Little, and Darnell Flowers now as their starting center. No more Yusuf Nurkic. Let's get into this thing, man. We lose game 1. Okay, that's a little bit surprising, but we bounce right back. Come on, man. Bro. All right, 2-2 here. Let's not do anything too crazy here, guys. Let's knock this down here to 9. Taking away minutes from Josh Okogie. That's totally fine. Let's continue. Actually, nah, man. Like, Buddy Hield is doing his thing, bro. He really is. Like, this seems pretty good to me, man. We got some more minutes for Miles Turner. We got just a little bit more minutes for Terry Rozier. Yeah, let's go ahead and roll with this. Let's go ahead and get out of this series here as we lose again, bro. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to simcast it, man, because we should be able to beat this squad without a doubt, bro. Come on now. Okay, we're looking pretty good here. It's back and forth. We're hanging around. We got to make a push. What is going on there? That was the weirdest thing where that little menu just popped up. But yeah, either way, we got eliminated, man. That's so surprising and so disappointing. 73-9, and we can't make it out of the second round. Unfortunate, bro. Either way, though, we did get our championship, as we see the 76ers getting a championship led by James Harden. He finally got one. Shout out to him, man. Overall, man, I think this rebuild was fairly successful. You know, I think we really should have won more than one title, but oh well, man. Either way, if you guys enjoyed this video, please do leave a like and subscribe. This has been 2KJ. Blessings.